What's up? Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. Before we go any further, if this video is what you like, please do click the like, thumbs up, hit the icon bell for notifications when more videos up. If you would like to subscribe, please do. Helps me massively. So, I ain't gonna waffle. Back to the 535. So finally, my time has been so chewed up lately that no opportunity to get to it, but I'm managing to free a bit of time up, so let's hit it. I'm torn with the 535 project. Do I strip it back to the frame, chop the frame, do a bobber build from the ground up? Do I do a full restoration from the frame up, original? Or do I, number 3, which I'm thinking of going that way, do a part restoration? I'm personally not going to keep the bike. It's not for myself. I'm not keeping it. It was purely bought as a project bike. So what I'm thinking is, because I need the space, I've got to get onto the trike for the wife. She's giving me grief. So I need to move the 535 on. So what I'm thinking is, go through the bike, do what needs to be done on the bike, but keep the bike as original as I can, still changing a few little things up, but keep the bike as original as I can for the next owner. So that then they've either got a lovely looking original 535 or they've got a fantastic base that they can work from and do what they want with a bike, but it's original. So that's, I think, the way I'm going to go. We'll go and have a little walk round, have a little chat and see what we think we're going to do. Hope you'll come for the journey. Come on. There she sits. So I've had it now probably a year, maybe. And as I said, I just haven't had time to get to anything. This is my second 535. I love the look of the bikes. The VN is stunning, don't get me wrong. But I've always had a little soft spot for these 535s. They are a smaller bike. They are a smaller engine. But I don't know, there's just something about them. So let's run through what I'm thinking. We'll go front to back, is it? So, wheels. Got to be black. Silver's okay, but if the rims are silver, you need chrome spokes, and I can't afford to re-spoke both wheels with stainless spokes. Sorry. So, black wheels. Brake disc, there's still plenty of meat left on there. Black it out. Forks. Again, I could polish the forks, but I think they're going to look better blacked out. Caliper is in pretty good shape, so that'll just be cleaned up. New rubber on top. Probably new brake lines. Front mudguard obviously needs attention and respraying. We'll talk about colour in a moment. Headlight is in pretty good condition, so I may keep the bezel chrome and do the body black, as with the clocks, because we have got some pitting. I may do the body black, keep the bezel chrome. Indicators, we'll get new indicators. Top yoke, again, needs to be black, as does the risers. Bars, I may change the bars, but leave these ones go with the bike as well, because I'm going to keep the original grips if I can, if they'll come off in one, just to stay with the bars. We've had a little bit of down damage that we can clean up there. Again, levers, I may just replace the levers with black. Mirrors, again, everything original I'm going to keep, but I may not have it on the bike, but it'll go with the bike. So replace the mirrors. One is the A, one is the electrics. I'm unsure yet whether to keep them chrome or black them, or black and chrome. We'll have a look at that. Cylinder covers, again, do I keep them chrome? Do I black them out? We'll decide when time is right. Peg carriers, got to be black, as of all the other fittings and gubbins. Engine needs to be resprayed and then sanded back on the fins, just where the paint is flaking. Same with the tank. The tank again is in need of some love. Seat, I want to keep originality at the moment, so I think the seat we're going to keep. We may replace strap. The sissy bar will stay. That's my old sissy bar, so that can stay there. Swing arm needs attention, so I think we're going to black him. Shocks, I may spray the shocks, or I may just buy some new shocks. I don't know yet. The back shaft drive carrier, it's been painted already, so it would have originally been chromed, but this has been painted and sprayed. So I think when we do the swing arm, we can do that black, because that's going to tie in nice with the rear black wheel. Mudguard, if we do in the rest of the tins, that can be sprayed. Original light we can keep. It's big and bulky and horrendous looking, but again, it's original. Indicators change. We'll get the Maltese cross either working or new one fitted, recover, because in fact I may even recover the seats. Yeah, put some fresh fabric and maybe just dish a little bit. So carrying on, shock again, we'll either restore the shock or replace. They did have chrome covers over these 3 bolts, but they're really hard to get, so we'll have to see what turns up on some auction sites. Brake shoe cover, that's staying chrome because that's going to go nice against the black. Think we'll black this out because again it started a pit as well. Swing arm, as I said, that needs to be black, as does the tie bar underneath. The brake bar, that needs a good clean up. Exhaust we'll clean up, and I think that's going to have another bracket. I may make a bracket to go from here onto the frame, maybe coming down, just to take. I'm not happy with that. See, this one's fixed solid. So anyway, again, footrest carrier, that can be blacked out, as can the rear brake. Side plastics, black. Frame itself isn't too bad, there's only a few bits to blow in really. Bottom yoke, got to be blacked out as well. So, sorry about that. Let's take a delivery. Oh, sun is strong. Frankie's come to see what we're doing. What are we going to do with the bike, girl? Come and have a look. What are we going to do with the bike? Huh? Say. So yeah, I think all in all, there's still quite a mountain of work ahead of us. As I said, if I was keeping the bike for myself, then I'd probably, because this is everything on the bike apart from those 2 shock covers is an original bike. The only thing that's missing apart from the shock covers is the original exhaust with a crossover box underneath, but you can pick them up. If I was keeping the bike, I'd probably do a ground up restoration, completely stock for myself. Then I buy another one that I was going to keep for myself, and I do a frame up chop into a bobber. But I ain't got the room or the wonga to have 2 more bikes. Plus the missus will kill me because I got to get onto her trike. So I think that's the way we're going to go. Is we'll do a part restoration, we're going to call it. It's basically giving the bike a makeover. Bringing it back up to where she should be. It's an R Edge, which I'm not sure, is that a 97? Something like that, I think. I'll have to check on that. And it's done 39,000 miles on the clock. So it's not a young baby by any mark of the woods. But I know the guy that I bought it off had the engine checked over and the carbs were cleaned, rebuilt and tuned. The only thing I do notice is when it starts up from cold, and I know a lot of the 535s do this, but initially when you go to rev it, it will bog a little bit. So any ideas, put down in the comments. I will take the jets out and check them myself again anyway. But also I know with it being carbed, it needs to warm up. But yeah, what do you think? I think that's going to be, time-wise, the best route. Economical, finance-wise, the best route. So colour. It's black on the logbook. It came out of the factory black. I'd like to keep it black. But maybe, I'm talking about front mudguard, back mudguard, side covers and tank. So maybe we can do a little bit of something special with that. Maybe a little black with some flake in the lacquer. Or a gloss black with some matte ghost flames, or just gloss black. What do you think? Comment down below. What would you like to see? So yeah, going to call that. I don't like to do episodes with these builds because they can seem to go on and on. But we'll call that day 1. Instead of episodes, we'll do days. I won't be working on it continuously each day, but we'll call it days for you to see what kind of time I spend working on the bike as well. As I said, I'll get the bike done. It'll go through an MOT here in the UK, and then it will be up for sale. Just so that I can use the money from that to get onto the trike. I know it's a 535 episode, but we'll have a quick skank. I've got to get this beast up and running. I've got no ignition. I've got some fuses, but I've got no ignition barrel. I've got no keys. It is registered to me, but the chap couldn't find the keys, so we've got to do a bit of jiggery pokery for that. But this mainly is going to be doing financing the build for that. We've already done the clutch on this, as you saw in a previous episode. So I'll tie that in with this run of series. So yeah, not going to waffle. We'll call that day 1. Quick walk round. Day 2 will be stripping off what we need to strip off to make a start. Stay tuned. All good stuff. Like, subscribe, icon bell, comment. You know it. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next episode.